Hey y'all, I'm Joshua Andrews and welcome to Economics Anonymous. Today I have a special treat for y'all out there. Today we're going to be interviewing some local folks talking about the recent increase in the price floor from $6.55 an hour to $7.25 an hour. Let's introduce ourselves, y'all. I'm Joshua Andrews and I'm the host, Derek.
My name is Derek Pascal. I'm the CEO of a very large corporation. I have 7 business degrees from Harvard.
Sam, you're up.
Well, my name's Sam Oswald. I'm the proud owner of a small Dairy Queen franchise right here in Northwest Arkansas.
Andrew.
My name's Andrew Donor. I'm a manager at the Walmart.
Jonathan.
My name is Jonathan Reese, and I'm a recently unemployed person who used to work at Sam's Dairy Queen.
And Greg.
I'm a college student working at the local Walmart down the street, stocking shelves.
Now time to get started, y'all. Have y'all noticed any changes at home since the recent increase in minimum wage?
Well, the increase in minimum wage hasn't really impacted my life at all. I can afford fewer solid gold Lamborghinis now, but really how many of those do you need? It makes me a little bit angry that my workers make more money now, but I can wipe my tears with Benjamin, so it's okay.
Well, I certainly don't have as much time to spend with the wife and kids at home. Due to this law, I've had to start doing some extra work at the job and increase cutbacks, buying from other companies and such for cheaper products. I've only had to fire a couple employees, but it's no big deal. I just force the other ones to take up extra work to increase the sales. Since my store is just a fast food restaurant, the higher minimum wage has been affecting me and my employees quite a bit, though.
Yeah, thanks again for firing me, Sam. I hope you know my 1995 Toyota Tercel got repossessed the other day because I couldn't pay it.
It's nothing personal, man.
Alright, now Derek, have you noticed any changes in your corporation since the increase?
Well, as a wealthy businessman, I've had to cut jobs because of the increase in minimum wage. We just can't afford to pay these low-grade workers the same amount we have been and still make the profits we've been used to seeing. This government-mandated increase in wage has increased unemployment.
Andrew, Greg, have either of you noticed any changes at work? Any changes in processes, procedures, or services rendered?
Since the pay raise, I've noticed my coworkers are slacking more often and are less productive. I've also noticed they've been getting less hours.
Since the minimum wage increased, my fellow coworkers and I have had to work overtime more than a few times. Our company can't afford to pay the lower level workers such high wages.
I got fired for no reason, basically. I was a hard worker who needed this job. You should have fired Cindy, Sam. She doesn't do anything.
It's nothing personal, man.
Derek, Sam, have either of you noticed a change in demand of your goods?
Yes, actually, since more people are making a larger salary, and my products are several fast food items, the demand has increased quite a bit, and more people can afford to buy this food more often. Although we did have to get rid of some employee aid programs like paid parking, and shift meals got turned into 50% discounts instead of a free meal.
Well, not really for our corporation. We sell high-end luxury cars, and it would take minimum wage workers 1,000 years to afford one of our less pricey models. Some of our high-end customers can't afford the price increase because of increased labor costs, but it's our company motto that if you can't afford the car, we don't want you driving it. So.
And a quick message from our sponsor, Toyota.
It will open your eyes and turn heads. It's the all-new Toyota Tercel. It's about getting special extra value package savings of up to $750 on hot options like AM/FM stereo cassette with 4 speakers, air conditioning, power steering, and more. These are the times. This is the car.
Has anyone else noticed a change in purchasing power?
Not really. With the ludicrous amounts of money that I make, decrease in purchasing power on common goods really doesn't affect me at all. I bought another 70-foot yacht last week.
Well, obviously, I don't have an increase in power because Sam fired me, and I can't buy anything now. I believe that's called a decrease, Sam.
Well, my purchasing power has been reduced too, so I've had to reduce the amount of money I put into buying from expensive quality business for my products, and instead I have to turn to cheaper companies. Really though, it's nothing personal, man.
Not at all. The middle class gains no increase of purchasing power, only more work.
y'all feel should regulate the minimum wage?
I feel like the minimum wage should be regulated by the state, because if you do it by country, the economy's East Coast and West Coast, which is vastly different. And if you do it by county, then things are just too small. Like, you can just go and work in the other county if you need to.
Fair point. If anything, the minimum wage should be decreased. I don't see the point in paying workers more than we absolutely have to. I don't see what we can't pay you guys in food and housing, to be honest.
One last question before we sign off for the day. In 2 sentences, explain how the increase in minimum wage has impacted your life.
Well, since my life has probably been impacted the least, I'll go first. Before this minimum wage increase, my monthly spending was about $1.5 million. And now, it's still about $1.5 million. It's pretty good. It's good to be rich.
Yeah, okay. And in response to Derek, I think my life has changed the most. I've lost my job and my Toyota Tercel, thank you, Sam. And I might even have to move in with my step-aunt Nancy if I can't find another job.
It's nothing personal, man.
The increase has caused me, as well as the rest of the middle class, nothing but more work with no pay increase to follow. The minimum wage increase has only further crippled the middle class.
My life hasn't changed too much, other than the fact that I have less hours. I still make a pretty decent money as a self-stalker. I've had to spend less money on extra things, like going to the movies and hanging out with friends.
Look, John, I'm sorry to fire you, but as you know, it really was nothing personal. For me, I've had to spend more time away from the family and more time at work. Also, I've had to resort to cutting employees' hours, as well as using cheaper products from my store. Not many big changes.
There you have it, folks. That was your inside look at the increase in minimum wage. If y'all have any questions or comments at home, feel free to email me and I'll respond. Thank y'all for your time today, and
Stay classy,
San Diego.